What's going on, guys? I'm Nick Conti, and in this video, we're gonna go over how to get paid out with Topstep. I have a video on how to get paid out with Apex. I'll leave that in the link in the description down below. But for this video, we're gonna focus on Topstep. The first, and this will be the most important thing to focus on, if you're gonna focus on any one of the three that I'm gonna mention, is this one. Capital preservation. Now, what does that mean? It means preserving your capital, right? Now, I know we're buying funded accounts left and right. We're pissing money away on evals and combines and thinking we're getting closer to success when we keep doing the wrong thing over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. That is not capital preservation. That's capital depreciation, capital defecation, capital urination, because you're just pissing it away, right? So capital preservation is your own personal money plus the digital paper capital in your combines and in your funded accounts is what we're trying to preserve. Okay? You want to enforce good habits. Okay? Now, what does that mean? That means following your trading rules and having trading rules to begin with. Now, the number one trading rule I would say to abide by when it comes to capital preservation is if you take 3 losses in a row, back to back to back, you're done for the day. I don't care if you're down 600. I don't care if you're down 800 or 900 or over 1,000. You gotta cut it for the day, dude. And this isn't even a punishment because you're probably saving yourself from taking worse trades for the rest of the day. Because price action just might not be there for your strategy or in general. You could be trying to force trades on low volume, getting wicked out left and right, stopped out, the whole 9 yards. So 0 for 3, you're done for the day. That's it. And you're going to feel a lot better about yourself knowing that you stayed true to your rule and you stayed disciplined to not take any more trades after you go 0 for 3. All right? Because if you break that rule, you take another trade after your 3rd loss, and then you lose the 4th one, all hell's breaking loose. That account is gone because you will not, I guarantee with a capital T or capital G, that you will blow that account or hit the daily drawdown limit for that day. Because 1, you went 0 for 3, so that's gonna already mess you up mentally. 2, you broke your rule, now you're gonna feel like a fool, and then you're just gonna drown your account in a pool. I don't know, I'm just trying to rhyme. You gotta follow that rule. And then after you break the rule, you're gonna be breaking all different rules. You're gonna be like, oh, so now I just can't even place a trade without taking a loss. And then you're going to try to fight that, get revenge, fight the external forces of either you think the market or God, the universe, whatever. You're going to try to fight all that just to either maybe make it back, which would be even worse because if you do that, then that's going to create a neural pathway in your mind to think that's a good thing to do when it's not, or you're going to hit the daily drawdown limit or blow the account entirely. So after that long 2-3 minute stint, moral of the story, don't hit the daily drawdown limit. And don't trade if you're taking 3 losses in a row. Max amount of trades you should take for the day is like 5 in general. But that 0 for 3, that's number 1. Number 2, the base hits. So now this coincides with capital preservation, but for when you're in profit. Okay, this is coming from personal experience. I've had days where I'm up over $1,000, $2,000, and then lost it all, where I went back under 1,000, and then I'm trying to get that comma back, and then I lose more trades, and then I'm back and I'm down, and then I'm trying to fight just to get back to either in the green or back to over 1,000 again. And then when that happens, GG's, account blown. Daily drawdown limit lit, whatever. Yeah. So if you have, let me put it to you this way. Every time you take a trade, you're putting on more risk. And not more risk like, oh, it's riskier. every trade you take, no matter how great the setup is, if you have every single component you look for, it's an A plus 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 setup, you can still lose that trade. And you know that. Like, I don't have to say that to you. But what does that mean? That means you could, one, not only lose profit, lose mental capital, because that's gonna sting, that's gonna hurt that you lost money, and then you're gonna try to get it back. And then if you try to get it back and then you lose that trade, that's what's gonna lead to going on tilt and blowing the account. You gotta just end on a high note. That's the best way to go. If you made $200, $400, $600, $1,000 plus, just cut it there. Especially if you made over $1,000. I've made over $1,000 in plenty of times on these funded accounts, evals, whatever. And I take more trades and then hit the daily drawdown limit because I just go on tilt GGs. So either stack the base hits and accumulate those wins over time, and don't try to be like, oh, I want to make even more money. Like, what if I made 2,000? What if I made 5,000? 10,000? So that's the trading demon that gets in all of our heads. Yeah, capital preservation for both when you're losing and when you're winning, because that's what's going to make your account go like this over time, as opposed to like this or this. All right, that's number 2. Oh, and bonus tip for that same number 2. This is important. If you're in drawdown and you come back into the green, I don't care what your profit is. Even if it's under the $200, you are done for the day. Because I've been down 500 and then I come back to be up 150 and I'm like, oh, let me make an extra $50. And then I lose that next trade. And then I'm like, really? I couldn't make $50? Is this like the market or the universe messing with me? Let me take on more trades. And then the account is blown before I know it. So yeah, that one's very important. If you're in drawdown, you come back, whatever your profit is, you're done. You are done. Walk away, you're done for the day. That's all I gotta say for that one. And number 3, make sure you have predefined risk before you get into the trade. Like, I know price action, especially with NQ, could be like this from time to time. And you just want to get in that trade, you want to catch the move and make a lot of money, right? Don't we all? You gotta have predefined risk. I know it's hard to do when you're feeling impulsive or you just want to get in. You gotta have a stop preset before getting in. Doesn't have to be a hard stop, although I'd highly recommend it, because plenty of times I've gotten cooked doing the mental stop. As much as I love doing my mental stops, you gotta have a hard stop set a lot of times. It's gonna save you in the long run, because your entry it could seem like it's gonna be mint. Like, everything lines up to where that entry would be the top or the bottom of the move or near it, right? You still gotta have that predefined risk. You're gonna feel a lot better about yourself knowing that you had predefined risk, or that you knew where your stop was gonna be, or how much you were willing to lose on the trade. And that's gonna save you in the long run. One, with your actual capital, whether it be paper or real, and with your mental capital, because you won't be freaking out when a trade that you thought was gonna print you thousands of dollars ends up being down 500 in 10 seconds. You're like, what? Oh my God, ah. You just start freaking out. Meanwhile, that trade probably would have worked, but you didn't have any predefined risk, so you cut it too early, and now it's going back in your favor, and then that's gonna cause you to go on tilt, take a worse entry, get spiked out again, back into another deeper drawdown, and then you're just gonna go on tilt, blow the account, GG's. So you gotta make sure you have predefined risk before getting into a trade. You gotta know how much you're willing to lose before you get into a trade. Know that, and you'll be set. And the best way to do that is to be detached from the outcome regardless. Now, I know I'm talking a little fast here, but I want to have this all clear and concise, so it's programmed into your mind so you can trade just right. You gotta be detached from the outcomes. I say this in like every single video. It's so helpful. It'll take away emotions. And the way to be detached from every outcome is having certainty in the uncertainty. We don't know what's going to happen in the market. No one knows what's going to happen. Not the best of the best hedge fund managers, no matter how much they try to manipulate the market. No one knows exactly what's going to happen. So when you're able to have the certainty in the uncertainty, then you're going to be certainly making a lot more money trading. You have your setup, you have your strategies. Try to have everything organized. Make sure to journal your actual trades. I recommend getting TradeZella. I just started using that recently. Been such a game changer. I have all my playbooks, what I look for, my setups, and how to manage each one, all filed on TradeZella, and it's awesome. It's just so much cleaner than using a friggin' Google Sheet or a Google Doc. I love it. So I recommend getting that. I don't have an affiliate link or affiliate code. I mean, maybe I'll try to get one eventually. I don't know. Yeah, I recommend TradeZella highly. Umar is a G. So that's it, guys. I hope this video helps. I hope this video helps you get paid out your Topstep accounts, your funded futures accounts, your Apex accounts, Fast Track, all your accounts. Every single account, I hope this video helps you get paid out on. And if you have any questions or you feel like I missed out on anything that you feel is important when it comes to getting paid out from these funded accounts, feel free to leave a comment down below, like and subscribe. I really appreciate you guys for watching. I like making these videos to help whoever is out there out from what I've learned and experienced over my time with trading. And yeah, like and subscribe for more because I got plenty more videos like these coming out real soon. So stay tuned. Peace.